need you to come and pick me up from the tennis courts right now. I just finished my weekly senior practice session. I'm tired and don't want to wait any longer than I need to. I want to hurry up and shower. Why aren't you replying to me? Come on! I'm tired of waiting already. Hello? Why aren't you answering me? Lori, I told you that you can't just suddenly ask me to do this. I have plans as well, and you need to let me know in advance if you need a ride. I'm currently at the hospital to receive my medications. I'm still in the waiting area, so I won't be able to come get you for a while. I think that you should get the bus home for today, or try asking someone else. Oh, there is absolutely no way I am getting the bus home. That is not gonna happen. If I tell you to do something, I expect you to do it right away. I don't understand why you just sent me a wall of text. You better come pick me up right now, or I'm going to make life hell for you this week. I'm sorry, but I just told you that I won't be able to come and get you. I'm at the hospital. Well, leave the hospital and come pick me up right now. I've waited in line for a while now. I also need the medication today as I'm running out. It's not anything urgent or life-threatening, right? Just come and pick me up. Now! If you don't, then I'm gonna trash the entire house and make you clean it again. Wait, no. Please don't do that again. It took me days to get the place cleaned up again. It was also so expensive, too. Then I suggest that you come and pick me up right now. If you don't get here within the next 10 minutes, I'm gonna make you regret it. Okay. I wish that you'd tell me this more in advance from now on, though. Also, it takes around 20 minutes for me to get to where you are. Stop complaining! Just come and get me right now. I'm on my way. Austin, are you finished with work yet? Seems like you've been working till pretty late at night recently. You must be really tired from staying at the office so late at night.
Yeah, I'm kinda exhausted already. I've just gotten back home now. However, I've made sure that I only do those shifts twice a week so that I'm not overworking myself, and so that we're still making some extra money for our baby. Anyway, how's it going with you? Are you able to take time to relax finally now that you're back home?
Yeah, I'm getting treated like a princess over here. I haven't been able to relax like this in a long time. But I still have to do a few simple chores now and again. So my parents haven't completely spoiled me.
I'm just glad to hear that you can take it easier over there. I know that you'll have to get ready for giving birth when you come back here. Then there's also all the work that comes after it, so you should take the time you have now to do whatever you'd like. However, I guess with how large your belly is now, things are pretty hard to do, huh?
Yeah, kinda. I can still do things like vacuum the carpet and dust the house. I'm also able to go out shopping for clothes for the baby with my mom when she's not busy. Also, I'm working on getting things planned out for the baby when I end up back at your parents' place with them.
Sounds like you're really busy planning and thinking about the baby. I think it'd be better if you started focusing more on yourself instead of the baby during these last few weeks. You'll have at least 18 years to be thinking about our kid when they come along. You should try to enjoy these last moments of peace and freedom.
Yeah, I understand why you'd think that, but I'm actually really enjoying planning all this out for the baby. Having a baby has been one of my biggest dreams for a while now. This is exactly what I want to be doing. Thanks for caring for me, though, Austin. Also, your parents didn't seem too thrilled about me going back to my parents' place to have the baby, but you still let me leave anyway. So me being able to relax right now is all because of you standing up for me. I'm really grateful about all of this.
Well, it was never my parents' choice to begin with. You should get to decide where to have your baby. I already know it's hard having to be around them 24/7 while living here, so I'd much rather you be at home with your family while caring for our little guy. I'm sure you were getting tired of listening to my mom go on and on about things, right? My mom even got so pissed off about having to do chores by herself again that she started having a cleaning service come to the house to do things for us. It's definitely better that you weren't here during the last few months of pregnancy. There's really no need to thank me at all.
Wait, what? Seriously? She hired a cleaning service? I guess the house is a little too big for your mom to clean herself, though. It always takes me a pretty long time to get the entire place cleaned out. So I guess I can see why she'd get someone to do that cleaning for her, but she always forces me to do it all myself.
Yeah, I think that it's really unfair that Mom forced you to do everything by yourself. I think that when you're back here after you've had the baby, you shouldn't be forced to do any cleaning. So I'll let my mom and dad know to just keep the cleaning service coming. I'll also tell them that they need to leave you alone so that you can focus on our baby. There's no way you can do all the housework while raising the baby, too.
I'll do my best to do as much of the housework as possible even when I get back, though. I don't want to annoy your mom too much. I know that she wants me to become a good housewife, too.
It's fine. You don't need to worry about her. She can overdo it sometimes. I think it's almost time for us to think about moving out. We've already been living with my parents now for 2 years. Once you've had the baby and come back, we can start planning our move out, maybe.
Yeah, that sounds like a great plan. I hope that everything goes to plan and that it all goes smoothly. I don't think I'll be able to do everything your mom asked me to do once I have a baby to look after all day. Especially if she's asking me to do everything perfectly, like she always does. Of course, I'll try to get what I can done for her, though. But she'd better not go over the top with anything. And I hope she at least does some of the cooking for me.
If she says anything rude to you about that, then you come right to me with it. I don't want her to continue to berate you over such simple things, so I'll make sure that she understands that you are going to have a baby to raise. She's been way too strict with you up till now. Things definitely have to change now.
Thanks for everything. Just hearing that from you really calms me down a lot. I feel like our future is really bright.
Yeah, we just have to endure this for a little bit longer. If we keep living here after the baby comes, I can just see my mom trying to make you do a lot of work, and that alone is enough to make me feel on edge. She oversteps her boundary way too much. Even recently, she's been thinking of names that she wants us to name our baby. She can be so selfish sometimes. I think that the world just revolves around her or something.
Wait, I didn't know about that at all. Is your mom really trying to name our baby without our permission?
Yeah, they are. It's unbelievable, right? I've told them plenty of times that we'll be the ones to decide the name, but I don't think they're listening to me at all. They always say that they have way better names in mind for the baby. I promise that I won't be listening to anything they have to say, though.
That's good, because our baby's name is something that we need to choose. We don't want your parents to choose the name, right?
Right. They'll probably think up some really weird names, too. We still have a month anyway until the baby is born, so we have time to come up with a great name ourselves. I'm looking forward to all of this, really. It's going to be a new chapter of our lives. I really wonder what kind of kid we are going to raise in the future. I wonder if they'll like doing sports, or if they're going to be more of a creative type. Maybe they'll even turn out like me and be a complete nerd.
We haven't even had the baby yet, and you're already thinking that far ahead? I'm gonna love him no matter how he grows up, though.
Same. However, you already know that I'm not very good with babies and how they smell, so I'm more excited for the steps after that. Also, I really hope their face resembles yours more than mine. And if they are as nice as you are, then everything will be fine for me.
You're just as nice as me, so we should be fine as long as he grows up like us.
Well, that's just because I'm nice to you, Natalie. If you asked anyone else, they'd definitely say that you're the nice one in our relationship.
Well, even if that's true, you still turned out nicer than both your parents. My bad, if that's offensive to you.
Nah, it's fine. I completely agree with what you just said.
Anyway, I'm gonna go eat dinner soon.
Oh, so you haven't had dinner yet? Isn't it a little late for dinner now? It's already a bit past 8 p.m.
I've been eating later as I don't like going to sleep hungry. I feel like my appetite has really gone up recently. Must be just due to me carrying another person who also wants to eat or something.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. It's pretty hard to go to sleep when hungry after all. Well, enjoy your dinner then.
Yeah, thanks. Also, thanks for working so much overtime to support me and our future baby.
There's no need to thank me. I'm just doing what I'm supposed to be doing.
It's just that I'm always thankful for what you do. I'm just so happy to be married to someone as amazing as you.
And I feel the same about you. I'm also thankful that you've lived with me and my parents for a few years and have grown closer with the both of them. But just know that once we've moved out of there, you don't have to force yourself to be around them anymore, okay? The most important thing to me now is you and our baby. Oh, I'm sorry for going on and on about this. You go ahead and go eat dinner.
Yeah, will do. Good night then. I'll talk to you again soon then.
Hey, Natalie. How are you? How has the baby been doing?
I'm doing great, thanks, Lori. The baby seems to be doing just fine as well. Even my doctor has said that I'm doing a great job taking care of the baby and me.
Oh? Well, that's great to hear, I guess. But are you really okay having your baby back at your parents' house? I really don't think that it's a good idea. They live all the way out in the countryside, so I'm not sure they have all the best medical care out there. If you would just come back here and have the baby at a hospital in the city, then we wouldn't have to worry about a thing. I recommend that you come back immediately.
But the hospital we have here is actually really nice. And right next to my house is a maternity clinic just in case I ever need to get help during an emergency. Also, all my other friends that are mothers now say that this area is perfect for having the baby. I think that I'd feel mostly at ease if I just gave birth over here.
But compared to the university's hospital in the city, it's kinda disappointing, isn't it? I think there's a huge difference in how the environment will be when giving birth. And after all, that kid of yours is going to be ours after it's born, right? If that baby doesn't come out of you safely, then we are really going to have some problems.
Well, I'm also hoping that the baby comes out happy and healthy too. But no matter what happens, this baby is still going to be Austin and my little baby. We're not going to give it to you no matter what happens.
Whatever you say, Natalie. But you do realize that the baby is going to be next in line for taking over the company, right?
What are you talking about? That's way too far in the future to even be talking about it. Also, you don't get to decide the future of my child. Don't assume that my child is going to be inheriting the company.
What are you talking about? This is already set in stone. You know that your baby is going to take over the company someday. Someone has to take over the company, after all.
But Austin and I both agreed that we want to support what our kid wants to do with their life. So even if you plan to have them take over the company at some point, I can't promise they'll do that. It's definitely not a given.
Why wouldn't it be a given, though? It'll be so easy for them to become the CEO. I don't think I've ever heard of anyone saying no to the position of CEO before. Well, I guess they could become some weirdo, but I still plan to have your kid be the one to run the company next. And so once they are ready to go to school, they'd better be going to some private preschool, okay? We need the kid to have a good academic background to lead the company.
We still haven't thought of how we plan to raise our baby just yet. All we have planned right now is making sure that the baby grows up healthy and happy. Please don't try to force us to make decisions about our child. The baby isn't even born yet. It's way too early to be talking about this.
And that's what makes it so easy to tell that you never graduated from a proper school. I don't understand why you'd be against sending your child to a private preschool. You're such an idiot, aren't you? I'm sorry. I'm not trying to blame you or insult you at all. This is something that needs to be done for the sake of your baby. I'm just saying that with your baby, they'll most likely have your stupidity in them, so we need to work fast to make sure they learn how to think properly. I just want you to understand that those first few years in a baby's life are the most important when it comes to learning.
I'm pretty sure that you said that to insult me, didn't you? Anyway, Austin and I are the ones that plan to choose what to do with our baby. You don't get a say in any of this at all.
Huh? What kind of bullcrap is that? We should be the ones making most of your decisions for you. We're much more experienced, after all. Take a look at my son, for example. Because of how well I raised him, he was able to go to a very well-known university and was then able to go on and join a very prestigious company. On the other hand, you have a very miserable career and academic background.
I want my grandchild to grow into a man like my son. That's why you shouldn't be the one raising your baby. You're just gonna get everything wrong. I'm sorry, but I'm not gonna budge on this at all. Me and Austin are the ones that are gonna raise the baby. Oh, please. Stop talking a bunch of nonsense like that. And on another note, let's talk about your baby's name. My husband and I have already thought of a name for the baby. We want it to be named William. This is already decided, so you can't change it. What did you just say? William? I'm sorry, but we plan to give the baby its name after it's born. We want to be able to see the face and everything so that we choose the perfect name for them. And also, what makes you think our baby will be a boy? We don't know the gender yet. We've chosen to keep it a secret till the very last moment. Oh, just be quiet already. As I told you earlier, this has already been decided and it's perfect. First of all, the baby has to be a boy to run this company. And second of all, William is a perfect name. It's not some fancy millennial name like kids these days have. It's a perfectly normal and well-known name. Well, you guys might like the name, but I don't really like it much at all. Also, my dad's name is also William, so it doesn't seem right to me. There's no way our baby is going to be named William. What's wrong with him having the same name as your dad? I was planning on the next kid you both have being named Austin Jr. William is the name of the first baby, and the second baby's name is definitely going to be Austin Jr. Wait, what? Are you serious? We haven't even decided on having another kid yet. Why have you gone ahead and thought of a name of the second baby too? Well, I'm sure after letting me have this baby of yours, you'll want to have a second baby that you guys can cherish. To me, your baby will be like having another son that can do better than Austin. He's the real heir to the family company. I really want you to stop thinking of my baby like that, okay? He's definitely not going to be your child, no matter what happens. I want my baby to grow up the way he chooses, and you already have a son of your own in Austin. Natalie, how many times are you going to talk back to me like that when all you are is my son's housewife? Who was the one that said it was okay for you to marry my son in the first place? If you keep this terrible attitude up around me, then I'm going to have to rethink your relationship with my family. You rank at the bottom of the family hierarchy. You're disposable! Don't you dare go against me! I get that you look down on me, but what makes you think that you can decide what Austin and I do with our baby? It's not your choice at all. You really are such an imbecile. All I ask from the idiot is that she gives birth to this boy. After that, you can let the rest of us raise him for you. We're gonna be doing the hard part for you. All you have to do is give birth to it. Then your job is done. You don't even have the brains to raise a boy that'll one day become a CEO. So do as I say, please, and stop complaining. The future of the baby has already been decided. I'm sorry, but I have no intention of letting any of this happen. I have no plans of giving my baby to you guys. And I only plan to let my baby be raised by their parents, which is Austin and I. You really don't know when to stop yourself, huh? I had always thought of you as an adult, but it seems like you were still a baby inside. Why don't you seem to understand that you don't get a choice in this at all? I'm shocked that you're even saying this stuff to me. Don't you realize how crazy you sound right now? What makes you think a low-class person like you could ever talk to me in this way? Talking to me with that nasty mouth of yours disgusts me. Just go back to being obedient like you always have been, and I won't have to cause you any more trouble. I know that you think I'm talking back, but I'm just letting you know how I feel about this. I'm trying to have a discussion with you. There are just some things that I can't blindly say yes to. And that right there is you talking back to me. You are never supposed to talk back to your mother-in-law. And to be honest, my family has never really needed you in it. So if you want to continue being supported by us, then listen to every word I say. This isn't a suggestion or discussion. This is an order.
Hey, Natalie. Are you awake right now? Got something I need to talk to you about.
Yeah, I'm still up. Is everything okay? Has something happened?
This is going to come out of left field, but please don't get too surprised by this. I promise that I've thought this all through.
You're starting to worry me. What is this about?
Once you've had the baby, please don't come back here. I'm sorry, but I have no plans of raising the baby here. Not with my parents around.
Wait, what are you talking about? Why would you say something like that? What do you mean you don't want to raise the baby together there? The baby is planned to come in 2 more days. I thought that we were going to raise our baby there until we come up with a plan to move out. Did your mom say something to you or something to make you decide this?
She didn't tell me anything directly, but I heard today from the cleaning lady that's been coming here for a while. She says that my mom is planning to steal our baby from us when you come back.
Wait, did you just say that she's planning on stealing our baby? How would she do that? I don't plan on leaving the baby's side after I get out of the hospital.
I know, and my parents also understand that. However, it sounds like my parents are planning on something really evil. They're planning on making you sick. If you're sick, you wouldn't be able to take care of the baby, right?
Wait, did you just say that they're gonna make me sick? I don't understand what you're saying. I feel like I'm completely healthy right now.
I don't know how they intend to do it, but they've been planning to start trying to get you sick when you come back to live with us.
Make me sick? There's people that actually try to do that? Aren't I their daughter-in-law?
They think that if they can get you weak enough, then you won't have the strength to raise the baby, and they can get it right from you. That's why the cleaning lady has said once you come back from your parents' house, my parents plan to stop the cleaning service and have you work all day and night cleaning the house and doing the cooking. They're going to try to overwork you so that you're gonna become sick.
What? They can't seriously be planning this. I can see them trying this, though. They're really planning to go that far just to steal our baby? I know your mom plans to have the baby take over the company from you guys someday, but they can't seriously be planning to actually steal our baby from us. This is beyond insane.
I'm sorry. We never should have started living with my parents in the first place. None of this would have happened if we had have just lived together from the start. They keep on saying how it's really great living with us, but I don't think they genuinely mean it. But in reality, I think they only wanted us living with them so that they had easy access to our baby. I'm so sorry for getting us involved in this mess. This could have all been avoided.
Don't just blame yourself for this. I also agreed to live with your parents too, you know. I knew they really wanted you to live with them, and I let their feelings control where we ended up. So it's not just you that messed up with this. I should have been adamant about wanting to live apart from them. Anyway, there's no point in us mulling over the past.
Well, I had actually prepared for something like this. I was trying to loosen my parents up a bit so that they wouldn't try this hard to get our baby to run the company next. But it seems my plan didn't end up working. They're probably going to force it to happen at this rate. So that's why I've started thinking of ways where just the 3 of us can live on our own without the control of my parents.
Okay. It's all a lot to take in, but thanks for telling me about this. You know that I'll always be right beside you. So let's make the right choices and get out of that place. There's no way I'm gonna give up my baby to them. Let's do our best to escape that place.
Hey, Natalie! When do you plan to come back to our place from your parents' house? It's been a while now. We had planned for you to be back here last month, even. How much longer do you plan to be at your family's house? And also, why have you been ignoring all of my calls and texts? What is up with that attitude towards your mother-in-law? This is absolutely unacceptable. I need you to contact me as soon as you see this. I need to discipline you so that this kind of thing never happens ever again. Mom, this is Austin. Would you please stop trying to talk to her in such an aggressive tone? Huh? Wait, what's happening? I'm confused. Austin? Is it really you? I'm with Natalie right now. I'm borrowing her phone so that I can talk to you.
Oh, so that's what's happening. Then can you please let her know this? I have some things that I'd like to talk to her about. Tell her that she needs to start taking responsibility as the young wife of our family. And say that she still has a long time left living with us and that she needs to be here to do our chores for us. Also finish by saying that if she doesn't get back here soon, we are going to have to punish her.
How many times do I have to tell you this before you finally understand? Natalie is not your housemate or anything like that. You also need to treat her with more respect. The way that you guys have been treating and talking to her is absolutely unacceptable.
I never said that she was my housemate or anything like that. Everything that I did was for her sake. I want her to become a good housewife. That's why I've had to be strict with her from time to time.
You did this for her? Time and time again, you and Dad have been making her do all the housework and cooking for everyone. You even ask for her to refill your coffee 3 to 4 times a day when you still have 2 legs that work. And that's while having her do all the chores like cleaning and laundry. And yet you never once told her you were thankful for that.
Well, it's her job as the wife to take care of her in-laws, right? And you could say that it's the way of the older generation, but I'll have you know that it's the correct way. This is the best way to teach people to become more disciplined. A lowlife like her needs to be taught how to behave in the house.
Well, I'm sorry, but we both do not accept that kind of thinking. And honestly, I don't want my wife working for the 2 of you all day, every day. She's going to need to use all her time and energy taking care of our baby. She's not going to have the time for you guys from now on.
What are you talking about? If she doesn't start doing her part for the family, then your dad and I will get impatient with you both. So stop trying to protect her and tell her to come back now. And actually, you both need to get back to our house right now. I feel like the both of you have been slacking off too much recently.
Mom, there's no point trying to tell us to do anything like that. Natalie and I don't have any plans of ever coming back to that house. You guys are just gonna have to live without us from this point onwards.
Huh? What are you talking about all of a sudden, Austin? What do you mean by never coming back here? Does this mean you plan to stay with her folks now? I'm definitely not gonna allow you guys to do that at all.
That's not what we're planning to do at all. The one thing that I can say for sure is that we're leaving, and we have no intention of ever coming back. You'll understand when you take a look in our room there. I'm sure you'll be able to see that all of our important things are all gone. And that's because we aren't coming back to live with you guys anymore.
What the heck is going on, Austin? So you've just gone and given up on living with your parents without our permission? We let you guys live here for the past few years. Are you not grateful for that? Come back right now. You'll be punished for this.
You won't be able to do that, as we have no plans of ever coming back like I just told you. Yeah, and I plan to cut ties to the both of you, too. I won't be contacting you guys at all.
Austin! Do you know what the hell you're saying right now? You are our only son. There's no way you can just cut ties with us. What's going to happen with your dad's company when you're not around to take it? You're the only heir to the company.
I don't care about the company. I also didn't really like the fact that my future was predetermined by you guys up till now. This is gonna give me some freedom for the first time in my life. You guys should find someone else to take over the company for you guys, as it's definitely not gonna be me now. You already know that I'm working my way up in another company anyway. And I've told you both multiple times that I never really wanted to take over Dad's company after he leaves.
Then give us our grandkid! That's the least you can do if you're really gonna make an idiotic decision like this. We'll make sure to raise him right, and then he can have the company instead of you. You and the dumb failure of a woman can go elsewhere if you leave the baby.
That's not going to happen, Mom. You've really crossed the line already. The fact that you can call her a dumb failure of a woman is a sign that we're making the right decision by moving out from this place.
Not so fast. There's no way I'm gonna allow you to do this. I'm gonna do everything in my power to stop you guys from doing this. We have no intentions of giving this company to someone else besides our direct family. That is definitely out of the question.
Well, that's just because you both are too selfish to allow it to leave the family's hands. That's such an old-fashioned way of thinking. You guys need to just accept that it's not going to be that way forever. I advise you guys to hurry up and hire someone that actually wants to take over.
Austin, I can't believe that you're actually saying something like this. Do you not give a single thought to the amount of work your dad has put into starting and running this company? Have you ever thought about it from our point of view? What you're trying to do is just so damn selfish.
I have thought about it, and I think that he is amazing for doing all that on his own. But it has nothing to do with me or with my baby. There's no reason why I should be forced to take over something that he started up.
It sure the hell does have something to do with you two. You were raised on the money that your dad brought in through that company. The least you can do is take over the company and give us your baby so that we can raise him to our liking.
No, I don't agree to any of that at all. I've done everything that you've asked me to do for the past 25 years, Mom. I went to that private school when I started elementary school, and since then I've gone everywhere you both have asked me to. I even did everything you asked of me while going to school, like joining clubs and taking extra classes. But all that time, you both never once let me do something I wanted, and so I just had to bear with it and hope that one day you two would let me go. I was the perfect child to you guys this entire time, and I've had enough of this all.
Wait, but because of how we raised you, you have become the perfect man and have so many great memories, right? We did all of that for you and for your future. We invested in you so that you could take over the company.
Invested in me? I'm your child, you know. Of course, I'm thankful for how hard you both worked to raise me. But you both can't seem to understand that I only ever did what you guys asked of me. And now that I have a child of my own, I'd like you both to stop trying to control me. If you keep that kind of thought process up, I'm not going to let either of you see your grandchild ever. It's about time you gave me some freedom to live my own life.
Austin, where are you right now? I'd like to see you in person and discuss all of this. There's no way that this is gonna be the end of this.
I'm not telling you where we are. If I tell you, you're gonna come and find us right away, and I don't want that happening. I'm somewhere where neither you nor Dad would ever be able to find out.
That's why I'm asking you to tell us where that place is. If you decide not to tell either of us, I'm going to have the company you work for get involved in this. I'll go and order them to tell me where you guys ran off to.
That's fine by me. Go ask them whatever you want. I'm no longer working there anymore, so your effort is just going to be futile. And I told them that if you ever contact them, to call the police and have them report you as a scam caller.
Wait, you're not working there anymore? You quit your job at that company over something like this? At that super powerful and wealthy company? Your future was set there until you took over our company.
Yeah, I quit the company. It's something that I had to do to escape you guys.
Well, if that's the case, then come back and work at your dad's company. That'd work out perfectly for you, wouldn't it? And then I'll let you keep your kid. Then we're all happy, right?
I'm sorry, Mom, but I'm no longer listening to what you have to say. Anyway, I've got a bunch of things that I need to get done today. I'm gonna get going now. I think this will be my last time talking with you. Thanks for everything up till now.
Wait, Austin! Don't go! You can't just do something like this over some text messages! It's way too sudden! Hold on a minute. Let's calm down and talk this all out.
Lori, this is Natalie now. I just got my phone back from Austin. I just thought I'd talk with you one last time before we're finished here. You've heard all the details from him, so I don't have that much left to say to you.
Natalie! What have you done with my son? You must have told him a bunch of crap to make him do something like this. This isn't the kind of thing that he would just do. Give him back to me right now. Did you not think about how we would feel about this? He's my only son.
I'm sure that all of this is really troubling to hear from him. But I'm going to do just as my husband says. This isn't my idea at all. He's the one that came up with it and planned this all out for us. It's unfortunate that the two of you never seem to want to treat us with respect, but I'm never going to regret leaving you both behind. So would you please just forget about both Austin and your grandson? We're gonna start our new lives without you guys in it.
Natalie, if you come back to live with us, I'll take you out shopping and buy you anything you ask for. I'll even let you off from doing the chores for a while. I'll help you out from time to time if you just agree to come back. I wouldn't even mind the two of us going out more and spending money on all sorts of things so that we can spend some time together. I'm sorry about the way I treated you, too. I admit that I went a little over the top at times.
Oh, it's way too late for apologies like that. Our relationship is beyond repair already. Do you really think that I'm going to come back to you for that? I'm not that big of an idiot, you know. I know that you're just gonna start treating me terribly once things calm down a little.
I'm begging you, Natalie. I promise that I'll change for sure this time. If you both end up leaving us behind, my husband is going to tear me to shreds. I'm sure you already know this, but Austin's dad is a very hands-on kind of guy. If he finds out that I let the two of you slip away, he's never going to let me see the light of day ever again. He needs Austin and the baby to take over the company eventually. The company has to be inherited by a family member. That's what he wants.
So you want me to hand over my husband and son for you to use as a bargaining chip with your husband? I highly doubt you'd ever let me see the light of day if I came back to your house, considering you only used me to continue the family line in that company. So I'm never ever coming back to your house ever again. I've been wanting to have some freedom for a while now.
Just tell me where you are, so that I can apologize to you directly then. I'll even make sure to never make any comments on your son's education or anything. I'll even pay for him to go to all those nice private schools for you. How's that sound? That must sound very appealing to you, right? So please, come back to me. You can also tell me other things that you want me to change. I'll do my best.
We're not gonna change our mind no matter what you say now. I know that you wanted to steal my son from me when I moved back there, and that's what changed my image of you guys as my in-laws. I thought that you guys were just strict, but you guys were just plain evil. You even plotted to make me sick so that you could steal the baby from me. It was very clear that you didn't see me as a member of the family at all. So even if you want me back there, I won't budge at all. From now on, I plan to have a happy family with my husband and son, where the two of them can go down the path they choose. You and your husband would just get in the way of that. So that's why we chose to do this. We don't want you guys in our life anymore. Just like that, we had cut ties with my in-laws completely. Both me and Austin decided to block all of their contacts. Me and Austin had decided to move to Canada and live there together. We knew that his parents would never be able to find us if we left the country. However, we also knew just how persistent they would be in search of us. So to make sure that they wouldn't find us, and also to get some revenge, I set up a trap for them. I knew that Lori would contact my parents to try to figure out where we had decided to move to. That's why I told my parents to give them the wrong address when that happened. I told my mom to tell Lori that we moved to Brazil. I even created a fake address that could be searched up on Google Maps just in case. Lori ended up contacting my parents just like I had predicted. She fell for the trap that I had set up, and she took a flight to Brazil a few days later. Unfortunately for her, me and Austin would be nowhere to be found in Brazil. I even made sure to choose an address in the countryside so that she'd have to travel for days just to get there. While she searches for us in some remote rainforest, me and Austin are starting a new chapter of our lives in Canada. It feels so great to finally be free from my in-laws. I can now focus all of my effort on supporting Austin and raising our precious baby. Our future is looking so bright. Thanks for watching! If you liked this video, please consider subscribing and pressing the like button. See you next time!